Before I start this video, I just want to say that I don't mean to offend anyone in the Omori fandom or the creator itself. And yeah, if I sound like my balls dropped, it's because I'm sick and I made the other parts when I wasn't. So yeah, let's get into the video.
Hey, son. Juandale Pringle here. I just escaped prison. I am staying at my friend Juandale Pringle's house. As I was running away from cops, I fell and scraped some of my foreskin off.
Well, hello there, I'm just a random guy 47 and today I'll be talking about Omori. And if you don't know what Omori is, well, I don't know either. Nah, just kidding, but Omori is a game where you fight bosses, enemies, the Kool-Aid Man. And in this video I'll be going over areas, enemies, characters, and soundtrack. And then at the end of the video I'll make an overall of the game. So yeah, let's get into the video. The first thing we're gonna talk about are areas, the most crucial part of a game. First, when you boot up the game, you see the menu. Wait, isn't that obvious? First, when you start the game, you see this. And yeah, that's part of the story. And if you don't know what the story is, then you are an idiot. So yeah, now that we have all of that, we can finally talk about white space. Sunny was so depressed after Mari died that he created white space. And the game wouldn't be called Omori if there wasn't any Omori. So yeah, Sunny also created Omori. And also the branch coral in the deeper well describes white space as an emptiness, a home without a warmth and a place to survive but not live. You can also find new items like the knife and the map. And also you can get the hang. After exiting the room, you will end up in the vast forest. And in the vast forest, there are sub-areas like the train station, Basil's house, and the forest playground. And you also have Mari and Basil, also Sprout Mall. I won't go Super Saiyan on the lore here because there isn't any, but let's get to the next one. Yeah, now we're getting again into sub-areas like the Cattail Field, Junkyard, the Sproutmore Colony, and Frozen Lake. You can also find Captain Space Boyfriend in Otherworld, but yeah, he's kinda depressed when you first find him. But if you get his special mixtape, he starts attacking you, what the fuck? And when you're fighting him, it just becomes edgy, I guess. You can also get the Universal Remote and it gains access to Black Space, but why would you wanna explore the most traumatic place ever? Hero is afraid of spiders and Spoopy Cat. That's it. Haha, you thought that the video ended here. Well, you're wrong. We have more areas to go, sadly. But yeah, let's get to the next one. Ah yes, in this castle lies the most fan-loved character. That's not the Sprout Moles, that's Sweetheart. And she has the best theme in the game, but we'll not go over that here because we're not in the soundtrack section of the video. We'll talk about how many headaches this area gave me and why is it so impossible to get through it on your first game. Okay, it's quite easy to get to Sweetheart's castle. Just commit mass murder on 4 Sprout Moles, steal their ticket, and then go to Firefly Forest, the scariest part of the game. Well, besides Black Space, but that's not the point. And when you go through Firefly Forest, you reunite with Mari. Yeah, stairs. It was just a joke, don't cancel me please. So yeah, when you get into the castle, it's not quite the castle, but you need to get through Sprout Moles and you go to a show, blah blah blah, the power goes out. And then you have to put the plug back in to work. And then Hero gets kidnapped and put on the stage. And yeah, Hero doesn't accept Sweetheart because he's a true male Giga Chat Sigma and only loves Mari, and then they get sent to the dungeon at the end. Now just joking, but then you escape from the dungeon and then get the mask and you become one of them. And then to fight Sweetheart, you need to do a lot of puzzles that made me kill myself. And when you fight Sweetheart, your ears will be blasted with the best theme in the game. And if you don't agree, here's my IP address. And when you defeat Sweetheart, her beloved boyfriend, quote unquote, will come and save her, and they go to Ohio, I guess.
Bitches suck my dick, cut my swag on 100. Down in Ohio, swag like Ohio.
When you get back to Headspace, all your friends are kidnapped and you need to go after them. And then you meet Mori, she jumps off a window that's randomly in a lake. You go into the underwater highway, you meet Kel, you go to rescue the others, and Burley needs some water, you give her the water, and then you reunite with Aubrey, and then you go kill Mr. Jossum, defeat Mr. Jossum. This is a family-friendly channel. And yeah, when you defeat him, Pluto comes to help him, and then he goes Super Saiyan, and it was all fake. I don't think he actually went Super Saiyan, but Mr. Jossum kicks everyone out, and now you completed the last resort, I guess. Black Space is a place like none the other because you have Kill swimming in money, you have Basil getting beaten up, and you have watermelons. There's also more types of Black Space like Black Space 2 and Red Space, but I'll go over them later. And it's the most traumatizing place because that's where all Sunny's trauma went, so it wouldn't leak into Headspace. And Omori and Sunny wouldn't want that because that's why Headspace was created, to protect Sunny from all his trauma that he went through. I won't explain the whole Black Space because the video is gonna be too long, and I'll just leave a video up here if you're interested in it. In Red Space is the quite opposite of Black Space. Well, not really. But Sunny completely turns against Basil and literally freaking kills him. And it also has the red maze, I think, because red space, I don't know. And yeah, it was a pretty scary place in the Sunny route. And I'm glad I stopped playing Omori and I blew up my PC because that game was so freaking scary. Not just joking, but yeah, that's kinda it about the Red Space. Haha, funny whale that eats you. Well, actually, it eats you, but you followed Sweetheart here because she wanted to make a clone of herself for some reason, because nobody is perfect enough for her, only herself. And then she asks help from the Slime Girls, but when the Slime Girls make a clone, it's not perfect enough for her, even though one of them made a perfect clone of herself. Humphrey turns against you and then tries to eat you, but it's the Slime Girls giving you time to escape, but you don't escape because you're inside of a whale, so it's impossible to escape if they want to eat you. But you can fight them and escape somehow, and that's how you beat Humphrey, I guess. I might have dementia because I forgot about the Deeper Well and the Orange Oasis, because now I'm gonna cover them when I should have covered them earlier, so yeah. And I feel like the Deeper Well just gives you a slap and reminds you that not everything in Headspace has to be cute and pink and all that stuff. That it's just a way for Sunny to cope his trauma because he freaking killed Mori. I also talked about the Deeper Well when I was talking about the White Space, so you can go check it out if you don't remember. Enemies are another crucial part of a game if it's an RPG. If it's not, maybe it's not, I don't know. But I'll just go over my favorite ones and I'll explain what enemies in Omori are, because if I go all over them, this video will be like 1 hour long. Enemies in Omori are NPCs that you can fight through all the routes, but some of them are exclusive to their own routes, like Perfect Heart to the Omori route and Basil to the Sunny route. But Basil isn't like an enemy, it's like a boss, but that doesn't matter. And some bosses have different stats, like different HP and juice, and their stats look like this. Also, the difference between bosses and enemies is that bosses, you can only fight them once, and enemies can appear multiple times. I think that's common knowledge at this point. My favorite enemies and bosses are Sweetheart, Abby, Bossman Hero, and Pluto, and also I can't forget about the Sprout Mall. I either like about them their boss fight, their theme, or the character itself.
Un video más, mi gente, para pedirle quieto, vean. Como me dicen que le eche salsa, vamos a echarle salsa y vamos a echarle picante.
Ah yes, what would the game be without its characters? And I'm just gonna be saying some of them because I'm not gonna be here the whole video just naming all of them and explaining their backstories and stuff. So here are my favorite characters in Omori. My favorite characters are Kel, Sweetheart, Bossman Hero, Abby, and of course Sproutmo. Ah shit, wrong gameplay. You know what, just leave it like that, I'm too lazy to change it. And now I'm gonna talk about the OSC no more, even though the background is just a battle for Bikini Bottom rehydrated. So, I'm not gonna go in depth of what the high frequency of the song is or something else, but I'm gonna talk about my favorite songs. The OST My Time is a really deep song, and I don't know why I put the background battle for Bikini Bottom rehydrated, but I'm gonna talk about the song anyways. The song is about the bad ending where Omori takes over Sunny's body and makes him jump off the hospital building, and the song is about Sunny wanting to stay in the headspace forever. This song is just a reminder that you have taken this upon yourself and you should just load the save file, not fight perfect hard, because this fight will literally drain you mentally and physically. And in my opinion, this OST is the best one in Omori, and if you don't agree, then it's just your opinion. Oh well, the video ends here, and it was a pretty fun video to edit and to make, and definitely didn't took me like 5 months to make it because I was lazy, and I'm actually looking forward to buying the PlayStation version of Omori. And until next time, goodbye. Wait, before I end the video, I just want to say something. The reason I used my voice in this video is because I wanted to change my content a bit, and I still like Undertale, but I'm gonna make more content with different things. So yeah, bye.